Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. If you've ever stopped to wonder what exactly is going on behind the scenes to power all those dynamic, interactive web pages we click through every single day, well, you are in the perfect place. Today, we're diving into the absolute beginner fundamentals of PHP. It's basically the behind-the-scenes hero of the web. Whether you're completely new to coding or just looking to finally wrap your head around how the back end of the internet actually operates, this explainer is made for you. We're going to break down the core concepts simply, clearly, and get right to the point.
So let's jump right into section 1. What exactly is PHP? Okay, so PHP is actually an acronym. It stands for PHP Hypertext Processor. Yeah, I know, that sounds like a lot of intimidating technical jargon, but don't let it scare you off. It's really just a wildly popular open source tool. So what does open source actually mean for you? Well, it means this language wasn't built and then locked in a vault by some giant secretive tech corporation. Instead, it's completely free and it's constantly maintained by a massive global community of developers. It's a server-side scripting language literally built by the web for the web.
Now, here is the absolute crucial thing you need to understand as a beginner. PHP scripts are executed entirely on the server. I really want to highlight why this matters. Think about it like a restaurant. When you browse the internet on your phone or laptop, you're the customer out in the dining room, the client. But PHP doesn't run out there in the dining room. It does all of its heavy lifting far away, behind the scenes, back in the kitchen, which is the web server. When you request a web page, PHP processes the script on that server, cooks up the final HTML, and only then serves that finished dish down to your browser. You never actually see the raw PHP code. You just get to enjoy the seamless final result. And honestly, here's probably the most exciting part for anyone looking to get their hands dirty. PHP is completely free to download and use. No joke. You don't need to shell out for some expensive software license, and there are absolutely zero hidden subscription fees to start building your own server-side backend. Because it's an open source project, this foundational tech is incredibly accessible. Absolute beginners can jump straight in, set up a learning environment, and start experimenting today without spending a dime. All right, moving right along to section 2, Universal Platform Compatibility. The beauty of PHP is that you don't need some specialized, ultra-specific type of computer to work with it. In fact, it's so popular precisely because it runs on pretty much everything. Just look at the major platforms supported. Windows, Linux, Unix, Mac OS X, the list goes on. It literally doesn't matter what kind of machine is sitting on your desk right now, whether you're coding on a sleek new Mac, a custom Windows gaming rig, or a tinkered with Linux laptop, PHP is going to work beautifully across the board for you.
Next up, let's look at section 3, web servers and databases.
So PHP integrates completely seamlessly with the heavy hitters that power the modern web. We're talking absolute compatibility with leading web servers like Nginx, Apache, Cloudflare, and Microsoft IIS. These are the massive software engines literally serving websites to billions of users globally every single second. PHP is just incredibly versatile. It isn't picky at all. It slots right into all these leading web servers to act as the ultimate dynamic solution for your website. But look, a dynamic website isn't much good without actual data, right? Your user profiles, your product catalogs, those latest blog posts, all of that lives in a database. Thankfully, PHP supports a massive range of them. Let's just punch through this robust list. You've got MySQL, PostgreSQL, MSSQL, DB2, Oracle Database, and even MongoDB. From your traditional relational databases to modern document-based storage, PHP can speak to almost any data storage system you throw at it. For a beginner, this is just fantastic news. It means whatever database technology you eventually decide to learn, PHP is going to be fully equipped to connect to it effortlessly. Okay, let's wrap up these core fundamentals with section 4, free, efficient, and easy. So after all of this, you might be wondering, where do I actually go to get started? Well, right here. The official PHP resource is www.php.net. This is the absolute central hub for everything PHP. It's exactly where you can go to download the language right now, but way more than that, it's where you're going to find the official documentation, the guides, the updates. As you step into this world of server-side scripting, this website is going to become one of your absolute best friends. I really want to leave you with a comforting summary. And I'm using an exact quote taken straight from our source material today. It simply says that PHP is easy to learn and runs efficiently on the server side. That really hits the nail on the head. You can absolutely master this language. It was specifically designed to be approachable and easy to pick up, but at the same time, it doesn't sacrifice on performance. It runs incredibly efficiently on the server, making sure your websites are fast and responsive. It truly is the perfect entry point into backend programming.
Which brings us to our final thought. The source material we reviewed today ends on one single, highly provocative word: example. We've covered the fundamentals. You know what the acronym stands for. You know it does the heavy lifting on the server. You know it's completely free, works on any platform, and connects to pretty much any database out there. So, the only question left to ask is, are you ready for your first example? Are you ready to actually start writing the code that powers the internet? I really hope this explainer has completely demystified the basics for you and left you absolutely pumped to jump in and start coding. Catch you next time.